that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Union is behind us. We shall not be moved. The union is behind us. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for our freedom. We shall not be moved. Fighting for our freedom. We shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. Fighting for our children. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for our children. We shall not be moved. Like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be black and white together. We shall not be moved. Black and white together. We shall not be just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be. We shall not be. We shall not be just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be. Well, no, we shall not be moved. Oh, we shall not be just like a tree just planted by the water. We shall not be.
Hello, Portland! Welcome! Thank you for coming out today. We are so thrilled to see so many people. Just thank you so much for coming. So I don't know about you, but I've been to a few rallies lately. How about you? All right. So how many of you went to any rally on April 5th? All right. Yes, that is just awesome. So I heard that in Portland, there were about 25 to 30,000 people that showed up on April 5th just in Portland alone. Yeah, right. Portland shows up. And across the country, there were about 5 million people, which is, it's a good start. So, before I go on, I just want to mention a few logistics because we have quite a few people here today. And our intention is to have a safe and a nonviolent rally, and we expect that that will happen today, but I just want to put that out there. And we have a lot of volunteers that have shown up today that are here to kind of help with a number of things. So you might see some people with vests on that are yellow and blue and red. And so these folks are going to kind of help with a number of different things. So, for example, if you need water or sunscreen or you need to go find a bathroom, there are some tables in the back. And if you can't make it back there, you can also just ask somebody with a vest and they'll help you out, show you where to go. And then it is kind of a warm day, so we do have some medics here. So just in case anybody is starting to feel not very well, or if you see somebody next to you that seems to be having a hard time, grab anybody with a vest and tell them what's going on and they're going to help you out. So we also have a very special team of people here to help us out. And this is, we have folks here from the Portland Peace Team. Woo! Yes, give them a hand. Thank you for coming. The Portland Peace Team has decades of experience in nonviolent de-escalation. And so again, we hope that nothing happens, but just in case, if you see somebody getting a little rowdy, please don't go tell them to knock it off, because that's probably not going to work too good. But grab anybody that you see with a vest and ask them to come and help you out, and they'll get one of the peace team to come and to help out. These guys really know what they're doing. So we also ask that you please follow their guidance should anything happen, but we hope that that doesn't, that nothing happens. And you know, as many volunteers as we have, I just want to say it's kind of up to us to be good citizens, and it's up to us to really take care of each other, even if we have a different point of view. So we ask everybody to please respect the rights of the people around you. And but once again, we are so thrilled to have you here. Welcome. One chant, and just kind of following this whole theme about safety, because we do know that we are in angry times and a lot of people are real upset, and so basically it's up to us to keep the peace. So I'm going to lead one chant. Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
All right, I think you got it. All right, thank you. So my name is Michelle, and I am with a group called Indivisible. Maybe you've heard of us. So Indivisible is a grassroots organization of volunteers that started up in late 2016, and the whole point of Indivisible was really a reaction to resist Trump and MAGA. So, that's right. So what was a paper that was published online, spread like wildfire, and there are now thousands of Indivisible groups across the United States. And here in Portland, we have several of them, and a number of them are here today supporting this event. So, so at any rate, Indivisible's mission has always been to engage with our members of Congress, with the public, sometimes with the press, with each other, and we're always about having nonviolent and peaceful ways of using our First Amendment rights. To basically, our goals are to prevent our country's movement to the far right, and we also want to defend our democracy, and we also, of course, want to defeat Trump and MAGA once again. So we are also, we in Indivisible are thrilled to be partnering with another wonderful organization that you may have heard of, 5051 Portland. Yes! So you'll hear more about 5051 in just a minute. But, and we also, sorry, just a second. I have to remember to hydrate. So, we also have some speakers lined up for you today. But I just want to talk a minute about why it is important to protest. So sometimes people ask me, is this just to kind of get on the news for a few minutes and then we forget about it? Or is it to get a picture on Facebook? You know, does it really do anything? Well, actually, it really does. And so if you go back in history, and I actually Google searched this today, peaceful protests are more effective than other kinds like violent ones. So, but the thing is that it takes enough people. And the magic number seems to be about 3.5% of the population, which in the United States means about 12 million people. So 5 million is a really good start, but we need to keep showing up and we need to keep being out on the streets. And I also want to say that we're going to keep doing this. So our next rally is going to be Saturday, June 14th. So please mark your calendars. Well, we haven't quite gotten it organized yet, but be on the lookout. So please save the date. And next time, you know, if you come here with your family or whatever, think about asking a neighbor or somebody, a colleague, someone else to join you, because we are building a movement and we need to keep showing up in the streets. So, as you know, today is International Workers' Day. And we are here to protest the cruel and the cutthroat and the horrible way that our federal employees have been treated, right? Imagine being a federal employee and going to work, and maybe you just had a baby, or maybe you just bought a house, whatever, and you get a text message or an email that says, hey, you can't, go home. I mean, that just sucks. So we want to show our support for our federal employees. About 100,000 federal employees have been fired. And that is not even counting the people that left before they got fired. And that is not even counting the people who are going to be fired. Because even if Musk goes, Doge stays. So that's right. So we are also here to protest the brutal and inhumane removal of immigrants. That's right. When I see those pictures of people in shackles with their shaved heads, I just feel sick inside. It is just barbaric. And so, even today, the dictator in El Salvador wants to get confirmation from Trump about whether or not the people in the prison in El Salvador are actually criminals. So let me just say this again. The dictator in El Salvador cares more about the rights of immigrants than does the President of the United States. That's right. I don't know what else to call this. I'm not a lawyer. But when I look at what's happening to immigrants, what comes to mind is depraved indifference. It just, the way that immigrants are being treated is just, I'm ashamed of it. This is not the America I want to live in. I'm not going anywhere, but this is just not something that I want to put up with. So, and we all know that this is how it starts, right? This is how authoritarianism starts. This is not new. This has been around for a long, long, long time. But it starts by picking one or two vulnerable groups and putting out a bunch of propaganda about them and vilifying them and fomenting a certain group of population in our country that is inclined toward hatred. And then there's all this distraction, and meanwhile, behind the scenes, the government, vis-a-vis Trump and Doge, are stealing power illegally. So this is not democracy. This is something else. So, you know, democracy may be our right, but it is not guaranteed. So it is really, really important that everybody here today, that we keep showing up and we keep fighting for our country. Thank you. Because I don't think our institutions are going to save us. Certainly the White House is not going to save us. And I don't think Congress has the wherewithal right now to save us. And when I look at our judiciary, our Attorney General is basically a Trump sycophant, and don't even get me started on the Supreme Court. So it is basically up to us, we the people, to fight back, right? Are you going to fight? Are you going to keep fighting? Okay. So I'm going to close with saying, remember Rosa Parks, who was kind of a petite woman, 5'3", but she had the stature in her heart of a giant. And she